Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for for the American Sim Racing League here at Richmond. It is time for us to get another race here under the belt, live from International Raceway. It should be a fun season or fun race here tonight on this little over a half mile track. Have to wait. See, I may sound a little bit different, by the way. Um, anyway, so may sound a little bit different because I'm actually on a different mic because I kind of forgot my good mic. So I hope everything's good with everything. But we are set to go racing here. I believe it's 150 laps here for the ASL series, ready to kick off yet another good night of racing here as we get set to go. In just a moment right now, we are in, what week is this now? I think it's number 8. Yeah, number 8 now, I believe. Here for 150 laps this week, and then next week's going to be even more fun. We go back-to-back races in the same night, Daytona International Road and Daytona International Oval. Should be fun as we get set to go. Patrick cracks me up. Anyway, ready to go here. We are only just, 4 races away from the start of the playoffs. We will be down to 3 races after this week and then 1 after next week. So, and then that's going to be fun. When we get set to do that, that's going to be pretty awesome to kick that off. So we are set to go here in about 2 minutes or so. Here in qualifying in just a moment. Right now on top of the board, Trent Ringler is on top. And also, real quick, shout out to the sponsors of this series here once again. MPI, of course. We want to thank them very much. They give gift cards and hats and whatever else they could give away here in the series. That they get. So, and also Splash and Go Graphics, a new sponsor coming on board this, I believe it's this week actually, coming on board as we want to thank them for their support. Check them out, by the way. Splash and Go has been around for a minute now. They've been around for a while, since I've been on iRacing I know of, or at least I think so. I've been on here almost 5 years. They've been on here pretty, or I believe just as long. Also, Butt Kicker as well. We appreciate Butt Kicker. If you have not checked out Butt Kicker, go grab you one if you've got a sim racer in your family, or if you are a sim racer, grab one. You will be very happy that you do. Puts the realism into the sim, so pretty neat. Also, a shout out to Infinite Hero as well. We support them a little bit here, and we're not really a sponsor by any means of us, but we do support their cause and what they stand for. So shout out to that, and of course, Tampa SUV Rentals. So practice right now, wrap it up as we get set to go green here in just about a minute or so. In this 27 car field, good turnout. So I was sitting here watching practice. One of the things I really noticed in practice was a lot of cars wrecking, and that's not really, it's not a shot at these guys, by the way. You see a car right there wrecked right now. A lot of cars get loose off turn 4. That is not a shot at these guys by any means. That is just the transition from day to night. Once this thing gets to nighttime and the setup, I'm sure they're running the nighttime setup. So, of course, when they start practicing in the day, it don't really work great. So, it's going to be better once nighttime sets in, I promise. You are in for a good treat here, I believe. Richmond, a very fun racetrack to watch a race out. Bidwell heard me. He got me. I've done Red Sox a long time, man. Yeah, Todd, I was wondering how it would sound. I was a little bit curious about it. But anyway, we've got about 30 seconds to left, and look what we brought back. This is kind of a special treat that I'm only going to do for a couple weeks. You guys can see the new ticker over here on the screen. It's only going to last for a couple weeks before we take it off, I'm sure. But we'll see. Anyway, qualifying set to begin here in just a moment. As we tick down the final couple laps, it is Trent Ringler going to be fastest here in final practice. Josh Connors, good to see him having a good run in practice. Adam Matz, Michael Javarkin, and Hunter Waters, familiar names, up on top of this board here tonight. That is 100% accurate on that one. So here we go. Practice coming to an end. Jessica checking in over on YouTube says, let's go Todd Curry. He's actually 6th, I believe, in practice. So here we go. Qualifying is underway right now. Who we got first? We're going to see here. Looks like Steve Unich. Good to see you, Steve. back in here, of course. There you go. We'll see what Steve can do here in qualifying. As make sure I got this. Where's it at? There we go. Here we go. Coming out of turn 4 to begin lap number 1. Steve in that Ford Mustang looking to try to improve his season here a little bit tonight. Tampa SUV Reynolds on the side, out of turn 2, down the back stretch, heading into turn 3. You know, for as short as this track is, and it is a fairly short track, it ain't as short as Bristol or Martinsville, but you still get a pretty good speed on these straightaways. There's not a lot of banking in the corners, so you're not going to have the super quick speed. By the way, that lap does not count for units. He actually scraped the wall, so that's a tough one there. Let's check Josh Connors real quick. Better yet, Michael Trevarthen, who just put down his first lap. Patrick actually on top of the board. Trevarthen goes to second. Patrick in at 93, a pretty solid lap there in that car as we wait for Michael Trevarthen to see what he does here. And Trevarthen on his second lap does improve a 22.362, so a good lap there. Now let's check with Josh Connors and see what kind of lap he does here in the 15, coming out of turn 4 right now. Across the start-finish line, looking to improve that position. 22.361, going to be good enough for top of the board for Josh Connors. Good lap there in the 15 car. Really good lap, actually. Dwayne Hunt goes to third. It's a good lap for him as well. Todd Cray looks like he goes to fourth on his first lap. We'll keep an eye on him. Todd Guest goes to the top of the board. That was anybody's guess. I did not see that coming by any means. Guest, top of the board. That's a good lap too, at 22.347. Here's Todd Cray. Definitely improves his lap. Is it enough for the pole? It is. Todd Cray with the pole. Wow. I'm actually surprised we're seeing faster laps here on lap 2. Very surprised. Now, here's a guy we got to watch out for that does have a chance to knock Cray off the top of the board. And Ringler actually shuts the car off, so he's actually going to have to go back out. Steve Eunice, by the way, lap did not count. Cory Benton, I know we had somebody pulling for him, 17th on the board. He was definitely looking for a better qualifying run. Lap time's pretty close overall. From first all the way back to, let's go ahead and say 18th, only separated by less than 6/10. Yeah, so lap time's very close. Here is Ringler and Levi Poland also out on track. Coming to the start-finish line this time. I think this lap will actually count, but it's not going to show up on the board because he actually had a reset, I believe. Don't quote me on that. We'll see. If it does count, it's going to be a pretty good lap. Yes, it does, and it goes to 5th. Now, remember, we're seeing our fastest lap here in the second lap. So we'll see if Ringler could jump up and knock Todd Cray off the point here. Working through 3 and 4, looking pretty good right on that yellow out of turn 4. Going to be aggressive here. Little bobble out of turn 4. Looks like it's not going to be as good with a 22.422. So not the greatest lap there for Ringler, but still 5th place. A couple more cars actually out there qualifying right now. We got 40 seconds left here in qualifying out of turn 4. Levi Poland, the driver of that 91. See what he can do here on his lap. Down into 3 and 4. Actually, not where he wants to be. I think you want to be a little bit lower. We've seen that with Todd Cray and them guys a little bit lower, but still, let's see if he can improve. Not a horrible lap by any means. At 22.5, definitely going to improve him a little bit. Puts him P12. And that will actually be the end of qualifying. I do believe Blaine Adams is out there. Does this lap count? It looks like it does, but not going to be fast in a 23.022. So he will be back in 21st. So we're going to look at our grid here in just a moment. As we get set to go green here from Alright, so here's a look at your starting grid for tonight's race as the cars start to grid up here on the front stretch. Todd Craig, Todd Guest, first and second. Row 2, Josh Connors, Michael Trevarthen. Row 3, Trent Ringler, Dwayne Hunt. Row number 4 in 7th and 8th, Mark Jenkins. Good qualifying effort there for him. Adam Matson, 8th. Jesse Bennell and Joshua in the top 10. Jeff Unich, Levi Poland, David Kamara. The clock's by Christopher, who that's whose logo I forgot to put up there. I'll have to grab that here in a minute. And Patrick going to be side by side. Clock's by Christopher, by the way, guys, the sponsor for the championship trophy. So I will definitely need to grab that. I kind of forgot to. As you look through the rest of your field where they grid up at, Charlie Woods back there. There's Jackson Van Valkenburg as well. Alright, so we wait here for just a moment till the race gets ready to roll out and get this one underway in just a moment. 150 laps are on this short track tonight. Should be a fun race. Still a pretty quick race at 150 laps. This race should be pretty good, especially later in the middle of this race. It should be pretty good. We'll have to wait and see, but it should be fairly decent here as Todd Craig leads us through turns 1 and 2 to get this underway. I think we got to take 2 trips around this racetrack before we get green. As you got on board, Todd Craig. Pace truck working out a turn 4 this time. Set to go here in just a moment. Real quick look at our weather here tonight before we get going. You see it right there, 72 degrees air temp, 75 track temp. Wind speed right around 4 miles an hour, going up and down a little bit. Of course, your track here as well, your track facts, 0.72 miles here at Richmond. All right, Todd Craig going to be starting on the pole. I believe it's his first pole. Oh my goodness, I believe it's his first pole of the season. I'd have to double check that here, but I will get back to you guys with that on that as we get set to go. As the green flag set to begin here, and we wait. Green flag out of there. We're racing live from Richmond International Raceway. Todd Craig, Todd Guest, the battle of the Todds up front. Then you got that Josh Connors looking to take that second spot away. Not surprised that inside lane is going to be preferred lane. You're not going to have that groove move up. It's going to be very tough to pass on the outside. As you see, Craig actually moving up a little bit in 1 and 2 or 3 and 4 that time. He does lead the first lap here, however. Battle right now a little bit further behind these guys. You see it right there, the 26, Trent Ringler, already up 2 spots to take over third. Good pass there. Todd Guest down 2 spots. He's actually back in P4 now. Remember, you do not really want to start up on that outside very much in this race. On board Dwayne Hunt, looking back at multi-time winner this season, Adam Matson, that MPI Ford Mustang. They're looking pretty good so far in this one. That's the thing about this league. I know the cars wrecked a lot in practice, but one thing about this place and about these guys is the fact that they don't have very many cautions. Even after the race is over, like during practice they might, but when the race starts, they really focus on trying to race clean, and they provide that pretty good here. David Kamara looking underneath Jeff Units here. And the O2 clocks by Christian, taking that spot away. David Kamara looks like he's actually right around where he started in 14th. He actually started at 13th. But he's continuing to try to work up here. Looks like Patrick might have a little bit of damage. He does on the back of that car. And that's actually 2 weeks in a row I think he's had that now. Out the back of Todd Cray, you see Josh Connors right now about 4.5 tenths separating the two. Fastest lap right now is by Todd Cray on lap number 2. That was a 22.270. Adam Matt scrapes the wall a little bit off turn 4 up on the tri-oval and the start-finish line. But it looks like he's going to be okay with that. A lot of guys pulling for Benton in that 37. Let me know if it still is, by the way. If the video looks blurry, let me know. I'll see what I can do. Hopefully it ain't. There is Cory Benton a little bit further back. He's actually right where he started at 19th place, crossing the start-finish line right in front of Steve Units. Walking right behind the 23 of Brent Adams. Josh Connors getting passed by Trent Ringler. Ringler was one of the fastest cars to watch in practice. And he is already up 3 spots. One of the other guys that is up 3 spots is 63 as well. Johnny already up 3 spots. He's up to 12th at the moment. Yeah, it's a huge crowd, let me tell you. You ain't going to see this at a real race, huh? Especially at Richmond. Dwayne Hunt, 6th place. Trevarthen up to 5th. Todd Guest 4th. Josh Connors, Trent Ringler, Todd Gray. Last time by, Trent Ringler was faster than our race leader. We'll check the times at the line this time as well. Off turn 4, across the line. Now one front there, Trent Ringler 22.793 with Cray at 22.908. So Ringler is starting to run down Cray just a little bit. 7 tenths right now separate first to second. Looks like we may have a pass back here. David Kamara dropping back a little bit. You see it right there, a little blink, but good. That was sketchy. But anyway, back up front. As soon as I say that, I look back and they're side by side back here. A lot of guys. David Kamara, Patrick side by side, Hunter Waters also there, the 23 of Brent Adams, and everybody else there as well. Already coming to lap 15 at the line next time by. Don't know what pit stops are going to be looking like here. I heard between 80 and 90 laps if we stay green is when the cars will have to hit. And that's going to be a one-stop race if that is the case. Because a lot of these guys will not pit twice if we stay green. On board, Jason Cannell. Working on the front stretch down in turn 3. Right behind Dwayne Hunt. Michael Trevarthen still behind him. You can see right on the bumper. Yeah, it looks like Martin Jenkins maybe looking to make a move here on Trevarthen. There he goes to the inside. The 33 trying to take that spot away. And it looks like he does. Martin Jenkins now up to P7. Michael Trevarthen's actually dropped back 4 spots. He started up in 4th. He's dropped back and maybe dropping back more. Joshua looking underneath him. Trevarthen may be trying to save a little bit of tires here. Looks like he's wanting to run that middle lane. Looks like some damage, I can't tell. There's a little bit there. Now to turn 4, Joshua trying to take over the 8th spot. And that 17 car looks like should be able to get this away from him, but we'll wait and see. Yep, there he goes. Levi Poland looks to do the same. Up front, Todd Cray still leading right now. As you look at your top 5. About 5.5 to 6/10 separate first and second. But right now we're watching Michael Barton trying to find a way to get back to that low side as Levi Poland works, and it looks like the tires are starting to wear in a little bit, so it's going to be tough to pass in general now. Track position will be so important here. That's one thing. Pit stops are going to be a big deal once it starts to happen. It looks like Poland going to get by. Johnny Avila looks to do the same. It looks like he's going to take it as well. Dwayne Hutt, Todd Guess. This is for 4th position. On board with Dwayne Hutt. Started in 6th, currently in P5. Fastest lap is a 22.567. You know, you see the lap comparison to his fast lap falling off a little bit compared to his fast lap. He's holding pretty consistent with that, so. So far, Todd Cray this season, I'll double check this, but no wins and no poles so far this season, but he has had some good finishes. If we go look at the standings, he's not where he wants to be. 2 top 10s, so he's not had a top 5 yet. Definitely could change, as you see the 43 having a small issue there. That was Brandon Adams, who goes 1 lap down to our leaders as well. Levi Poland and Johnny battling for 9th position. Working around turn 4, coming to the start-finish line. Poland still holding on to that. Everybody else right now, not really no side by side. Right here's the closest one, William Kemp and Michael Trevarthen, and then the 89 of Jeff Unich. Closest one here. This is actually for the 12th spot. William Kemp actually got 4 spots. Trevarthen down 8 so far. Jeff Unich behind William Kemp here. She's side by side with Trevarthen. And William's going to be able to take that spot away. Looks like Jeff's going to be able to do the same. Jeff missed last week. Good to have him back here this week. Of course, last week's race pretty good. And we've seen Trent Ringler starting the pole. Ringler right now back-to-back winners. One at Michigan, one at New Hampshire, and we had the independent, or we had an off week, and then back here tonight at Richmond. And right now leading the points by about 3 over Bentley Glasser. Johnny in 3rd, Steve Unich in 4th, Adam Matz top 5 in points. Looking over the last few laps, Todd Cray has slowly actually picked up the pace quite a bit. Compared to what Trent has. Trent may have ran his stuff off just a little bit. I do want to mention Dwayne Hutt just got around Todd Guest for P4. You see the 19 just taking that spot. everybody looking pretty good right now. 31 laps into this one. Levi Pole and Adam Matt side by side. I'm sorry, that was Johnny and Levi. For ninth spot. Levi Pole trying to take that spot away. Actually, sorry, Johnny's trying to take that spot away. Out of turn 2. And 91 gets the wall. Levi Pole smacks the wall just a little bit. Here's the replay. Right there on board with him. Not going to do much damage to that car. Jessica Nell side by side with the 17, and it looks like Mark Jenkins. So a 3-car battle here for 6th place. Jesse able to squeeze out in front of Joshua for now. Say his eyes on Mark Jenkins. Yeah, they're pretty neat, Todd. They're not bad, I ain't gonna lie. Some of them's pretty good. We'll crank it up or turn it up. We got it pretty good here tonight too. I think we'll do that here in about 15 or so laps. I like to try to do it one more time tonight, so we'll probably do it a little bit earlier. Steve, you're not Hunter Waters? Just a real quick check, Todd, if you could. The screen's not blurry or nothing, correct? Like it's good to go. I want to make sure. Shows it's good on my end, but I just want to check. Side by side, Steven is trying to take this spot from Hunter Waters in the 7 car. Looks like he's going to be able to. Hunter's one of the cars that really did great in the Cup Series. He struggled a little bit so far this season in the Xfinity Series. Oh, sorry. Thank you. He is 60 in points, though. He's got 3 top 5. I'm sorry, he's got no top 5s, but 3 top 10s. So he hasn't had the greatest season. I think he kind of thought he would. But still inside the top 10 in points, not bad. '96 working on the back bumper. Here we go on board. Jessica Nell. Martin's right in front of him. Oh, a little bit of a loose car coming out of the corner. Jesse started 9th right now, in 7th. Was up to 6th at one point. Fell back to 7th just a moment ago. About 6 seconds to the leader for him. See Johnny making a big move on the outside. That's tough racing right there. These 4 cars. You see Johnny look to the inside of Jesse this time. Although we have people pulling for Cory Benton right now, a little bit further back in the field, 22nd, down 3 spots from where he started. Try to check on that car in just a second. Make sure it ain't got any damage. Going to be curious when these cars actually hit pit road. I think we'll actually do it before lap 90. I think we'll see it around 75. I mean, really, you could do it around 72 if you want. It'll still be good. But I figured around 75. We're on lap 42 right now. Don't think we'll see pit stops here within right now. It's going to be a moment. As some good racing here. You got a lap car. He's going to give these guys plenty of room. Brandon Adams. 4-car battle here for the 63 of Johnny, Mark Jenkins, Joshua Sharif, and Jessica Nell. We do got 1 car on pit road. Adam Matz has actually brought the car down pit road. I wonder if he had an issue. Interested to see that car come down pit road. We'll keep an eye on that and see if anybody else decides to. I feel like that's definitely early. He's actually not left pit road yet. He did go one lap down. He did leave pit road. Pretty interesting. Don't want to say what I think I just seen, not until, well, I can say it. Looks like he actually took 2 tires on the 9 car. Not sure what happened there. Maybe trying to loosen the car up a little bit. Side by side, 1733, Mark Jenkins. Joshua trying to take that spot away. Looks like he will. Jenkins falling back just a little bit. David Kamara's back 11 spots as well. He hasn't been on pit road. He's actually lapped down now. He was doing really good there at the beginning. And there is Cory Benton. I know there's a lot of people watching him. 37. I don't see no damage, but I think he's having a little bit of trouble on some of the exits of both corners, it looks like. I think the car moved around a little bit a moment ago. Looks like he may be a little loose on exit as he works out of turn 2. You see him right there down in the corner a little bit, trying to help that. Up front, Todd Cray and company. Trent Ringler right behind him, well, trying to be. It's, unfortunately, he just passed the 46. Ray Colton. Cory Benton, by the way, would be the next car that goes a lap down. As we come to lap 49 this time, Todd Cray still out front here by almost 0.6. Hunter Waters for 16. Like that's Jackson Van Valkenburg. Yeah, he's actually up 9 spots as well. Steve Eunice and Bentley Glasser up 10 spots. I may have made a mistake right here. Looks like Trent Ringler actually lost a lot of time last time by to Todd Cray, who's 0.3 slower. And out of turn 4 this time, he's still a 10th slower that time, but definitely made a mistake somewhere on that last lap. Lap 50, we step away for Turn It Up. You guys enjoy. Alright, back here at Richmond International Raceway watching a pretty interesting thing. You see Adam Matz right there going around some of these cars. Now he put them way faster laps. Now he did pit, took 2 tires, so it's interesting to see why he did that. Nobody else that I have seen has been on pit road. We're probably still, like I said, I still think we're still 15 laps from that. A lot of guys will wait to that halfway point. We've been caution-free here at Richmond so far. As it's not super surprising. You see some side-by-side racing here, but it's not very surprising, honestly. You see these guys right at the top of the race that they're having right now. Here, caution-free. Like I said, so far. Last time we actually raced to Richmond, I think it was the trucks in fall of 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Did we race it at all? Maybe not. Maybe we didn't. Looks like we didn't. Of course, next week, like I said, Daytona, we're getting a good battle right here with all these cars, but at 6, unfortunately, a lap down. That is Blaine Adams. Looks like David Kamara has called it quits, and the clock's by Christopher Chevrolet. But as I mentioned, Daytona next week. Daytona Road, that's going to be fun in these Xfinity cars. Don't know what to expect there, but we're going to be there. Then the same night, it'll be Daytona Oval for 2 races in one night. That'll be pretty fun to do. Then Chicagoland will finish off the regular season. And then the playoffs begin August the 8th. Up front, Todd Cray has extended his lead to Trent Riddler 2.5 seconds now over the 26. Todd Cray's been out front for every single lap here in this one. I see he's getting ready to unfortunately put Christopher Benton 1 lap down. Benton is starting to improve a little bit, but he's in 37th. I'm sorry, not 37th. He's in 19th in the 37. As he does give plenty of room to Todd Cray. But Benton will throw his sights to try to catch Jason Mullis, who will be the next target for the 1 lap down. He's going to at least try to hold on to at least try to get the lucky dog if the winter caution does come out. As you see side by side, the 09, the 27, Steve Eunice is going to take 10th. I'm anxious to see what tires will look like. Or not tires, but these lap times will look like once we have pit stops. Wayne Hunt, by the way, just takes away 3rd. And that 9 car is Adam Matz. Not a position. Wayne Hunt slowly working his way up. He's actually running about where our leader's running right now. Well, caution is out. Not sure who that was. Ray Polking in a 46 has had an issue. Here's a replay. Oh no, he actually got involved. It was actually the 43 of Brandon Adams, who was actually 27. Just getting too hot. Looks like the brakes just spun around on him and he's down the track. And there's your first caution of the night. And this is a big break for Cory Benton. He's going to get the wave around, so he will be the lucky dog. So good for him. Not a good break for Adam Matz, however. He's going to have to take, he may have to pit anyway. So all these cars are going to come down pit lane. All right, that's the first caution of the night. And you see our race leader coming down. In the box, you see the pit stop total and time on pit lane. Bunch of cars here on pit lane all the way throughout the field, all the way back to 18 is on pit lane. Race off pit road will go to Todd Cray, followed by Trent Ringler and Dwayne Hunt, Josh Connors, Johnny Villa, Todd Guest, Mark Jenkins, Joshua 17, and Jesse Bedell and Steve Units will be your top 10. Track temp was 74 earlier. Now it is gone to 79, so it's actually heated up a little bit. And like I said, your lucky dog will be Cory Benton. You see him right on your screen. UTE Proud on the side. We're rolling off the pit lane this time, and a pretty good stop there, but we'll see what he can do with that lucky dog after he got it. He's going to be in P19, so fresh tires, who knows? I'm not on board, don't know why I pushed that. Pace lights should be getting ready to go off next time by, as we are coming to the halfway point in this one. As I said, laps do not take very long here. Alright, ready to get back into this. As we wait for the pace truck to drop down, Todd Craig's using the outside lane, very interesting. But it's going to give him that shot into turn one because he could go any time. It'll give him the opportunity. Green flag back out in the air. Not a great start by Todd Craig. He's going to have his hands full here with the 26 of Ringler. That inside lane, Ringler timed that perfectly. And yeah, Todd Craig going to fall back a little bit, it looks like. Watch the run. Here comes the 21. Not going to be able to get there. Now he's just going to fall in behind Ringler and try to keep this thing longer. And I'm sure that's what he wants. We may have contact further back in the field. Looks like somebody may be checking up. The field does actually check up, but they're able to keep it going. Not sure what happened. Free wide at Richmond never worked, and there's wide. Todd Guest gets a big boot from the 89. And Todd Guest falling way back here. He's down 10 spots. You see the damage Jeff Unit's getting into the back of him. And now he's side by side with Bentley Glasser. Patrick up to 11th now. Out of turn 2, Guest and Glasser for 12. That works itself out. So Trent Ringler up front with the lead. Josh Connors there as well, but Todd Craig right in the middle. Remember, Craig led the first 73 laps of this race. As we get a yellow. And it looks like, don't think it was Cory. I think it was Blaine Adams in the 6 car. Yes, sir, it was. And did he have help? Looks like he did. Yeah, he definitely did. Ray Polkin getting in the back of Blaine Adams, sending him up the racetrack in a half spin. And he will continue on as the yellow flag waves. Curious to know if they're going to come down pit road. I think if you're in the further back in the pack, come down and put more tires on. It ain't going to hurt you by any means. Looks like the lucky dog will go to Charlie Woods this time in the U.S. Postal Service number 40. Alright, so Trent Ringler, so far, by the way, only one lead change. That just happened a moment ago. Trent Ringler now 5 laps led here in this one. Let's look at Todd Cray to see how many laps he actually did lead. 72, so we'll see if he gets the most laps led or not. You never know. Ringler may be able to hold on. One lead change so far in this one. Here's a look. So far, extra cautions, 2 cautions so far. About to be 9 laps. 71 laps to go as we next time anyway. Average lap time you see 23:06. Only one lead change. Once again, thanks to the sponsors that we have. MLPI, Max Pappas. Appreciate all the support they give here. Max Pappas is awesome, by the way. If you haven't checked out their wheels, do so. It's the best wheels you can buy, real life or sim. Did clocks by Christopher as well, providing the champion with the championship trophy. Of course, Splash and Go Graphics, new sponsor for the series, just came on board this week. They do a great job painting cars for iRacing. And of course, we also support Infinite Hero for military guys and girls. And also, I know I'm missing one. Oh, Tampa SUV Rentals. Alright, let's see what Ringler will do this time. As we come back through turns 3 and 4, we will double up this time. Ready to go back green flag here as we work through turns 3 and 4, working our second caution of the night on lap 81. No more pit stops are needed. Did have some in the back come down and take tires. Why not? Green flag going to be out of the air. Ringler in solid start. Once again, looking for his 3rd win in a row. That's going to be tough. I think the 21's long run speed is really good. I think the 26 is definitely better early. Let's wait and see. Side by side right here, all the way from the 63 to 19 to 96 to 33. Wow, Mark Jenkins able to take that spot away using that high line. How about that? That was kind of surprising. He's able to defend that. Using the momentum off the top side, able to hold on to that. Pretty impressive. Steve Units, Bentley Glasser. Side by side as well, the 27 trying to take this spot away from the 24. Jackson Van Valkenburg's at 15 spots. He's the biggest gainer of the night. He starts dead last. We got somebody in the wall. Looks like Glasser scrapes the wall a little bit. Working back down into turn number 3 and 4 this time. Up front, Ringler still holding on to a lead. We're watching right here with Glasser Van Valkenburg. Last time by up front, by the way, Todd Cray a little bit faster than Ringler. We will jump up to that right now because they are putting pressure on each other. On board with Todd Cray. Out of turn 4 here, or I'm sorry, out of turn 2 here, Cray letting off, letting the car roll really good to the center. trying to get the run out. As a yellow. I don't track. Levi Poland has had an issue, some damage, pretty heavy damage for the 91. I think he got some of the wall zone here out of oh, he's 3 wide. With Patrick coming up a little bit. Oh, he just got squeezed into the outside wall. Oh, the 37, Cory Benton getting into the back of him as well. Nowhere to go for Cory. And unfortunately, that's going to hurt Levi Poland. Let's check Cory's damage here as well. The nose a little bit bent in. It should be okay here at Richmond, but he probably should come down and get some repairs. Somebody's staying out. Do want to mention that 4 cars stayed out on this pit stop. William Kemp, Adam Matz, Michael Trevarthen, and Cory Benton. We'll see if these guys come in. I don't think Matz or Trevarthen will. William Kemp may come in. I like the idea of staying out, though, in a way. And they're all 4 going to stay out. I do want to go ahead and say with this lap, that will give the most laps led to Todd Cray here tonight. Should be getting double back up maybe to this time. We'll wait and see. And it looks like we will not, so we'll take one more trip around before we do. Not sure how these old tires will play out with new tires, but we're going to find out. Do want to say Ringler, by the way, was able to win the race off pit road against Todd Cray. So that's something else that I need to mention as we get set to double up here in just a moment. Go back green here very shortly. William Kemp, 23 laps on this set of tires. Matz has 14, Trevarthen has 14, Cory Benton has 22. And then everybody else behind them only has 3, and that is only from the caution laps. So, but I'll realness, William Kemp only actually has 20. Benton only has 19, and Adam Matz and Trevarthen only have 11. So I think they'll be okay here short run, maybe. Well, if they can hold on short run, actually, I think they'll be okay in the long run. We're about to find out as green flag sets to come out here at Richmond once again. Pace car dropping in to the left, green flag. William Kemp going to be leading us. Watch the wheel spin. Adam Matz did not get going. Not a great restart for that outside lane. And as soon as I say that, he actually comes back side by side, 3 wide here for second. How about Ringler going to take that to these guys? A little bit of contact, possibly from the 16 to the 31. Old tires. Does not look like it's going to pay off. Big wreck behind them. I'm not even sure who's all in this one. 89. Somebody's over on the lid. Jason Mullis actually has flipped upside down. Lord. Here's the replay. Oh, 33 tags to 35. Oh. And the 89 looks like he shot Jackson Van Valkenburg into this. On board with Jackson. Alright, set to go back green here in just a moment. William Kemp, still your leader here at Richmond International Raceway, followed by Trent Ringler, the 31, Michael Trevarthen is also there. Josh Connor's there. Adam Matz. And Todd Craig. That's one guy I want to mention real quick. He's actually back in 8th. Remember, he led 72 laps in this one. And we'll have the most laps led tonight, but man, right now he needs this thing to stay green. We've had a few quick yellows here as we get ready to go back green flag here. William Kemp looking for his 12th lap lap as the green flag going to be out in the air. We're racing a little bit of wheel spin on the 26 car. Going to allow Michael Trevarthen to get side by side. And now here comes Josh Connors trying to hold on to the 3rd spot as Trevarthen takes that spot away. Caution flag. And we don't know, I don't know if there's actually a wreck or not. Let me double check. Oh, what happened up in front? Not sure where it was. Trying to see here who this was. Oh, it was right there with the 17 in them. Let's see. Oh, this was Joshua and Levi Poland, I think. Yeah, 17. Hard contact with Levi Poland. Here's the initial start. This was actually up inside the top 10. Oh, 37 gets a boot from, it's like the 12 who goes up into the 17. And that's what caused the 17 to go around. All right. Alright, so we are getting ready to double back up here in just a moment here in a pretty exciting race, actually. Been a pretty good one. Not bad. Alright, so we'll be waiting to double back up here in just a moment. Alright, doubling back up here to go back green flag here in just a second. Working out of turn 2, and it's still William Kemp up front, leading this one with some older tires, which is pretty impressive for the 09. Cautions, he's catching the cautions right at the right time, which is great for him. Kind of needs that to happen a little bit more, I feel like, for the 09 as the green flag gets ready to come out. We wait, and we are racing here once again. Good start by the 09 that time. Pretty solid start by Trent Ringler as well. He looks to the inside to try to block Josh Connors. Connors trying to take that second spot away. Off turn 2, everybody looks good so far. Ringler moving the 09 up the racetrack. Here comes battle for the lead. Off turn 4, Trent Ringler not leading that lap. Making William work for it here, trying to defend that top spot. Still side by side for first and second. Connor's able to take second away, or third, sorry. The '09 looks like he may give it up here just a little bit. Cross the start-finish line. It was close, but Ringer did lead that lap as we get another yellow out on the racetrack. And Patrick in the 93 has had a bad wreck here. Did he take a shot from the 19? Or he just gets in too hard, it looks like, and then the shot came. There it is. 40 and Bob, the 23 to 6, the 89, the 91 to 37, multiple cars. So they pile it back up. Has caution number 4 here in the last few laps. I'm sorry, that's caution number 6, not 4. And a lot of them actually has happened in the last 30 or so laps, which is interesting. It looks like the '09 is still your leader. Is that right? And maybe not. So we will double back up here in just a moment. 40 laps to go here still in this one. Been a pretty solid race. This race, I think 6 caution. That might be the most we've had all season. No, we did have 8 at Phoenix, and I know that that's the most that we've had all season. I don't think we've had any more than that. So not bad. The only short track left, well, we still got North Wilkesboro, but the only short track left this regular season. Interesting playoffs that we got coming up starting in August. We got Auto Club Speedway, which is, that'd be okay, but got that race. Then we got Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. Not really sure what to think about that one. Going to be interesting to see. And then North Wilkesboro, that's going to be a fun one. And then Homestead, Miami. Alright, so it should be time to double back up here once again. As we get set to go back green. Alright, ready to get this one back green. We will go side by side. We'll go a few laps, turn it up. You guys enjoy this as we get ready to go back green. If caution comes out, we'll tune right back in. Not sure if we're going to get a yellow or not, but I did just see Hunter Waters absolutely get destroyed in turn 2. It looks like he's able to keep it going, so we stay green for now. As races right here with Todd Guess. Underneath the 24, Bentley Glasser, who's up 15 spots. Glasser in that 24 car scrapes the wall a little bit right there going into turn 1 and 2. Coming to lap 120 next time by at the line. Todd Craig trying to take back over 5th place. He's going to have to try to make quick work of these guys if he wants to be able to get back up to Ringler, because these times are ticking out. And he is the fastest car in the field right now, but he's got his hands full with what's in front of him. Jesse Bennell right now. Trent Ringler with his clean air definitely working out for him. Todd Craig trying to take over 4th. Not going to go this time. Adam Matz, how about that? He was a lap down earlier in this race. He's working his way back up to 9th now. Maybe taking a spot away here. A little bit of contact with Todd Guess. Adam Matz takes over 8th. Not quite. Still not able to clear. There he does. He does clear in that time. Now try to set it on Marcus Barkley. Johnny Avila running the middle lane right now. Was faster last time by than Trent Ringler. He's actually running down this 26 car. Remember, we've seen Ringler earlier struggle a little bit in the longer runs. He's got 25 more laps here to try to hold on. I don't know if he's going to be up to. We'll have to wait and see. On board with Johnny now. See where he's running? He's running a lot higher line and then diving to the bottom, getting the run off the corner. That's where he's making up the time right there. That corner exit. See if he does it again. Does not do it in 3 and 4. Looks like he just does it 1 and 2. All the way up to the 3rd lane, then dives it down. Trent Ringler started 5th up to 1st. He's like 36 laps. He's got 21 or 21 more to go. We'll keep an eye on that. Todd Craig still trying to work on Jesse Bennell. How about Adam Matz? He has worked his way up. Well, that is one reason why he's worked his way up. I just noticed that Adam Matz actually has way fresher tires than all these guys in front of him. 20 laps to be exact. Even with them cautions, it still looks like he's helping the 9 car. Now Matt's trying to work on Todd Craig to his inside. Maybe you guys better be lucky there ain't more laps because I think Matt would actually have a chance to win this. Todd Craig on the outside right now. Matt's to his inside trying to take over that spot. Nothing changed up front right now. Johnny's still running that same line that we watched him run earlier. So far this season, Adam Matt's 2 wins back at Kansas and at Texas Motor Speedway. Still trying to figure out a way to get around this 21 though. Looks like he's going to go up right now. Steve Unich also on fresher tires as well. See a 35 going off the racetrack, letting these guys go. Jason Mullis. This is for 5th place. Off the corner. Unich looks like he should be able to take this spot. There it is, and there it goes. 5th place for Steve Unich. Meanwhile, there's 1st and 2nd. Trent Ringler and Johnny Avila. Running 1-2 right now. Last time by, identical lap times of 23.466. By the way, I thought we would actually see a faster lap being put down in this race, but we have not seen that since lap 2 where Todd Cray had 22.270. Ringler looking to win 3 in a row here in the ASL Series. Looks like he extended a little bit right there. Here's Steve Unich's Todd Cray. This is for 4th place. Pets in Paradise Chevrolet on the outside, and the Tampa SUV Reynolds takes away the P4. Todd probably going to be a little upset with this race, I feel like. If he could go back and change where he had started on that one restart, he would have changed his whole mindset about what he should have done. Josh Connors right here in front of these guys running P3. He's been kind of quiet tonight, but he is up inside of P3 right now. They're running pretty good lap times. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold back Steve Unich though with the fresh tires, but we'll see. We're coming at 8 laps to go next time at the line. Trent Ringler has pretty much checked out a little bit here over Johnny. 7/10 separating the two. Kind of keep an eye on that. Everything behind these guys pretty much separated as well. Not too much really going on behind all these guys. Everybody's somewhat spaced out. You see them right there. About to distance. That's the closest one right there is Patrick and Jeff Units. Steve Units getting around Josh Connors for third now. Moves Steve up a spot. Todd Crave looks to try to close in as well. Here's Jeff Units. We just talked about Steve. And here's Jeff. Real quick, if a yellow was to come out, we would go to overtime for a green-white checker. And, well, Richmond is known to have them, so. Ringler don't want to see it as he gets to 5 laps to go this time. And that gap has extended. He's been out front for 53 laps here in this one tonight. Trent Ringler, 3 laps to go. We're just sitting here watching. Nobody else has really got anything really going on. And I thought Todd Crane was passing someone. Was not yet. Still working on the back of Josh Connors here out of turn 2. A little bit of bobble from Connors. It's going to be Todd Crane's first top 5 this season, though. So a big improvement here for the 21 car. All right, up in front of these guys, however, Trent Ringler coming out of turn 4. He's going to see the white flag here at Richmond International Raceway. He's led 57, looking for 58, looking for win 3 on the season, looking for his 3rd win in a row. Down the backstretch into turn 3. The FSR driver works into turn 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, sees the checker flag in the air. He wins at Richmond. Fireworks going off a little bit further back as well. William Kent crossing in 8th. Able to hold on to some tires. Mark Jenkins, Dwayne Hunt, your top 10. Alrighty, we're going to try to talk to him. Fireworks going off in the background. There is your race winner. Win 3 this season for Trent. Great run. Let him do his burnout. We'll talk to him in just a moment. "58 laps led." Heck of a run by him. All right, let's bring him in. Race winner here tonight, Trent Ringler, going to finish top of the board. 3 wins in a row, man. And this one was not given by any means, but you still had 58 laps, putting it in victory lane. That's got to feel pretty good. 3 wins in a row and coming back off a bye week and still putting it in victory lane.
Yeah, it does. This is one of my favorite tracks. So, Todd Cray, he had a hell of a run that first run. I got my stuff mad trying to, stay with him and catch up to him, but so it allowed him to check out there. But his second run or his last run here, just kept taking care of it. Johnny, he was trying to get to me, but couldn't quite get there. So.
Yeah, man, 3 wins on the season now. I feel like the confidence is in your side of the court now. I feel like compared to everybody else, I mean, you're able to win at New Hampshire, you won at Michigan. So now we get to do things a little bit different. We had the Daytona Road and the Oval. What's your thoughts on heading to Daytona for a doubleheader there?
Well, I'm not so good at road.
Right.
And Daytona's anybody's race, so that should be fun.
Either way, dude, 58 laps led. Heck of a race. That was actually fun to watch. Shout out to all that you want to give out?
And just everybody that puts on this league, and you guys put on the show here that televise it. So, yeah, thanks to everybody that does this. It's a lot of work that goes into it. Thanks.
Hey, good job, dude. Congrats on the 3rd win in a row.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, we're going to talk to Johnny, who finishes right here in P number 2. A good finish overall for Johnny here tonight. Looks like he was trying to change his lineup a little bit, but still a 2nd place finish. Johnny, you got a copy?
I hear you, bud.
2nd place, man. It was really interesting watching you because I noticed that you was actually taking a different approach trying to catch Trent, especially in turns. I believe it was 1 and 2. Talk us through your race, though. You started, back in 15th and finished in 2nd. Not a bad overall night.
Yeah, on new tires, I had a hard time with it. So in qualifying both of my laps, I kind of slid. I just sort of took my time, tried to work my way through it. I noticed by taking a really large arc going into 1, I could just have amazing drive off coming off of 2. So I was just using that.
Yeah, and that's what I noticed as well. Whenever we rode on board with you, it looked like you was actually closing there for a little bit, but still 2nd place, man. And I talked to Trent a moment ago, and I want to get your thoughts on it. We go doubleheader next weekend as well, with the road course of Daytona and, of course, the oval. We know what to expect on the oval. What's your thoughts on heading to the road course in the Xfinity?
Road courses in these cars is always interesting because
Yeah.
it's always about trying to save that rear tire because it's so easy to light them up. But I love throwing stock cars around a road course, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've seen you win a couple times. I think we've seen you win at Charlotte. I think somewhere else. I don't know. We've seen you win plenty of places. Anyway, man, good job tonight. 2nd place, started 15th. Any shout-outs you want to give out?
I just want to shout out my sponsor, Lakeside Automotive. It's always nice having a new member part of the team. If you're looking for a mechanic in the Barrie area, they're definitely the ones to go to, especially if you have like a Volvo or a Jaguar. They're definitely a great group of guys.
They do some good work, dude. Hey, dude, good job. Paint does look good. Congrats on 2nd tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, buddy. We'll move him back up. Good run for Johnny finishing in 2nd. And last but not least, of course, we've previous champion of this series, Steve Unich. A heck of a drive here as well. Steve, you got a copy?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. 23rd place is where you started this race. I was a little sketched out by your starting spot, but it does not matter where you started. You're able to take a little bit fresher tires, it looks like, and picking up some spots here at the end, finishing 3rd. That's got to feel pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I didn't get to practice really at all, so
Right.
so I think I wrecked in qualifying and took some time to get comfortable. But the long run helped at the beginning, and then taking that pit stop near the end was kind of what I needed to get track position. I think I was pretty fast near the end, just needed some help getting through the traffic, and I got pinned behind a few, I think, guys with older tires and a couple of restarts that got me back to like 14th, which kind of opened the door to running that strategy, so it worked out in the end.
You're 4th in the points. Well, you was 4th. I don't know where you'll be now. You may move up a spot, but you're 4th coming in. And the guys that finished in front of you, Trent and Johnny, 2nd and 1st, do you think about them while you're racing? I know it's still, the regular season right now, but are you watching them for the playoffs? You're a champion. You know this. Are you watching them right now before we get to the playoffs? Something maybe you could do a little bit different, or do you just keep going out there and doing your own thing?
No, I mean, I think it's easier to beat yourself if you try to do something kind of beyond what you should be doing in the race. So I just kind of run my own thing, and wherever it falls is wherever it falls. But I'm pretty safely in the playoffs. I think if I was more on the cusp, then I'd be watching specific guys more. But
Yeah.
kind of where I'm at right now, I can just kind of run my own thing, and not really paying attention to anybody in particular.
For sure on that one, man. Daytona next week, doubleheader. Any shout-outs you want to give out here tonight? Good run again.
Shout out to you guys for another good broadcast. Can't wait to watch it, and everybody for putting together a good finish to the race. We had a kind of rough stretch in the middle, but that's going to happen when it was pretty hard to pass.
Yeah.
Everyone was trying to get every position they could, and people on different tire strategies and whatnot. It's there's always a recipe for disaster, but had a good strong finish to the end there and had a good race.
20 spots up from in the Tampa SUVReynolds.com, man. Good job tonight.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You
Thanks
guys
a
have
lot,
a good
buddy.
night.
You too. There you go. There is your interviews. Here is your final results of the night. Once I figure out where the button is, there we go. We want to thank everybody for watching here tonight. Congratulations, Trent Ringler. That's going to do it for us. Hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. Let me know. Thumbs up, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. We'll be back live on Tuesday. Y'all have a great night. We'll see y'all then. And y'all have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless.